Y'all ever think about the fact that in one of the most supernatural cities in the world, there also might have been a secret society of creatures and monsters? Yes. Welcome back, gang. We discussing Miss Marie Laveau today. I've talked about her in other videos before, but let me open up your eyes a little wider. And if you don't have time to watch this video, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Just save, follow, and come back later because it's time for story time. So Marie Laveau is one of the most powerful practitioners in history. But what if I told you her power didn't just come from magic alone? It came from her connections. Almost like a spiritual socialite, if that made sense. I didn't even know you could combine it too, but it do make sense. See, New Orleans has always been a city where different worlds meet. African spirituality, European folklore, and Caribbean tradition. The transatlantic slave trade created more than they thought. And with that came things that weren't exactly humans. We're talking shapeshifters, creatures that could walk as people do, things that live in the water, and some things that don't even age at all. Or seems to not age, I should say. And here's the part people don't talk about enough. Every one of those groups needed someone, a practitioner, a mediator, a witch, someone to keep their secrets, perform their rituals, protect them spiritually, of course, and handle things they couldn't do themselves. And that person was Miss Laveau. Because think about it, gang. If you're a creature, a monster, living amongst humans before, the government started housing them and protecting them, allegedly, who were they actually going to trust? They would never trust the church. They knew what was going on in the church before we knew. And some of them were doing it with the church. None of them would trust the law. I mean, we know they all paid off. And some of these creatures are high officials. Pay these people off, so why would you trust them? So you go to someone who understands both worlds. I don't know if y'all know, but most cultures and most people have a spiritual woman or man they go to. This has been going on since the beginning of time. This isn't new. The government actually has practitioners, psychic, and others working for them. But I digress. Let me just get back to the story. So Marie Laveau. So there are stories that the people she knew in the city, the high officials, the elite, they weren't people at all. They came from Europe, blended into society, but were never fully human, which was very interesting to me. And instead of exposing them, she protected them. And in return, they protected her. So now imagine this, a quiet, hidden circle in New Orleans, not obvious to the public, but known though. If you knew where to look, a round table of some sort, witches, vampires, shapeshifters, werewolves, loup-garou, and other unknown creatures and monsters. But what if they all sat together at that table, exchanging information, making deals, protecting each other? Not necessarily because they liked each other, it's because it was the easiest way to survive. It's more of a you scratch my back and I scratch yours type of system. And Marie was right in the center of all of it, which explains something that people question to this day. How was she so powerful? And she was very protected in a time where that wasn't really normal. At the end of the day, she's still a black woman, and a black woman holding this high status. It was very interesting. She still was a very melanated woman, even though she was more of a fair skin. She had her hair wrapped. She definitely didn't try to fit in with them. She looked like a black woman. She was extremely wealthy, a businesswoman, owning multiple shops, I heard, selling even hair product, building influence, while also being feared and respected still. Because Miss Laveau, her power wasn't just spiritual, it was strategic. She had the access to their secrets, not just to the human secrets, secrets from things that people don't even believe exist. So what if the group wasn't just about survival? What if it was about protecting something? Maybe New Orleans itself, maybe something hidden in New Orleans. Louisiana, the whole state got something going on. You do know that. Are they planning something or worse? There's artifacts, ancient knowledge, weapons, things hidden in one of the most cryptic cities in the world. We have no idea what's in that city, to be honest, because the question is, all these different creatures needing Marie. I guess my real question is, why do they need her? Why couldn't they do it themselves? Why was she so important? Very, very interesting. And if you're new here, I've done, like I said, a past video about Miss Marie Laveau. I had kind of leaked the whole city of New Orleans knows that she's not in her grave. It's never been confirmed she being unalive. It is said she still walks the planet to this day, just in a different name, city, still doing great work. What I find interesting about that is, of course, y'all already know all of this is allegedly, hypothetically speaking, for me. Some of her family members are my supporters. They follow me. And not once did they deny or say, no, I was wrong about her still walking around, still living. I thought that was very interesting. Beautiful women. Y'all kept it really cryptic though. They didn't tell me much. But the whole family still is very Creole, and some of them still do spiritual work. So I thought that was very interesting. Family never stopped. Alright gang, before this video gets too long, I know I'm about to take some of y'all down a rabbit hole. That's what this is about, right? I'm Cube of Lore. This is Forbidden Lore Season 2. If you like content like this, you want to see it inside the algorithm, don't forget to engage. Y'all already know. Repost, save, comment, and like. Put the notifications on. Y'all know sometimes I get shadow banned. I don't know. I don't even be doing nothing, y'all. If you're seeing this from YouTube, make sure you subscribe to both of my channels, Cube of Lore, all my supernatural, cryptic, creepy content like this one. Cube Oxley page. I have more mukbangs, more story time, more fun, more y'all getting to know me. More the vibes is over there. And don't forget I'm a streamer. I stream on Twitch TV at Cube Ox. Same name across all platforms. My comic book Ancestral Shadows drops this summer. And trust me, you don't want to miss out. A lot of this lore have it wrapped up nicely in a book for you guys. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, if you new here, you made it this far, well, you might as well follow, friend. What's up? You're not messing with me. You don't like me. Stay there this whole time. You watched the story. You enjoyed it. You enjoyed me, but you didn't follow me. Dang. I'll make it hard for a creator to grow nowadays. All right, as usual, gang, it's all allegedly, hypothetically speaking. I love y'all. I'll meet y'all in the comments. So just call me back. All right, peace.